He will be joining around 10:30. We'll start.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Kamal Boni, Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting, and I welcome you all to 85th chapter meeting of Globetrotters Toastmasters Club. To begin with, I would like to talk about some ground rules. Toastmasters, please rename yourself as TM. Prefix TM to their names, and if there is any guest please prefix guest to their names. And if you are playing any role, please prefix that role before your name as well. Like I have renamed myself as Sa TM Kamal Boni. This way. All the speakers are requested to do audio video check before they start speaking. If your mic is, please keep your mic on unmute unless you are speaking. And if your video is on, please maintain a proper posture. In Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics in a derogatory manner. Now, I would like to talk about the mission of Toastmasters Club. We provide a positive and supportive learning experience in which a member is empowered to develop the communication and public speaking skills and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, I would like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer for today, Toastmaster Devanjana Ghosh, to take you through the further proceedings.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kamal, for your introduction. So, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you to the 85th meeting of Globetrotters Toastmasters Club. So before we begin today's meeting, I would like to know from you all, like, what do you understand by the term growth mindset? Like, is anyone on the floor who would like to tell me about what they understand by this term? Growth mindset. Anyone? Team Shushmita?
Yeah, hi. Good morning, everyone. Growth mindset. We all want growth in different aspects of our life. We want growth in our career. We want growth in our financial things also. So that's what willing to go ahead, wants to grow. That's mentality, I guess it's all about growth mindset. It's not restricted to a particular thing. Everywhere, you can flourish everywhere. That's what my understanding is. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Devanjana.
Yeah, thank you so much. Exactly, like what exactly is growth mindset? We all know that we proactively come to the meeting, take roles, take the ownership and responsibility of delivering speeches. So everything, whatever we are doing, is of course for a definite growth. We are just envisioning our growth for the future, right? Like for instance, if I say you are taking the auxiliary roles, now you would like to level up your game and would like to take the primary roles in the future from Toastmaster. You are planning to become a DTM in the future. So everything is related to your growth, which is related to how you are evolving. So that is what it is called as growth mindset. And I think that it is the Toastmaster is the best platform where we can explore so many things, because here we all are like friends. No one is going to judge you. You can take risks openly. We accept everyone's mistakes. And most importantly, we give you the guidance and help as a friend to move ahead. So that's why we are saying, we are asking every one of you to set up milestones and see how you want to see yourself in the next 6 months. That is why growth mindset is important for each one of you. So, like, without further delay, do we have any guests in the club in today's meeting? If anyone is there, please raise your hand.
We have Rosalina, I can see.
Okay. Okay. So Rosalina, would you like to give us short introduction about yourself, like what from where you got to know about our club and about yourself? Mm, I think you were on mute, so
Hi everyone, I'm Rosalina, and I have been here on the Globetrotters Toastmasters Club a couple of times when I was in TCS my tree. So, because of some personal challenges, I gave up this Toastmaster practice. So now I'm willing to come back, and so this is my first initiative today. So I had a baby also, and after a long pregnancy and maternity leave, today is the first time I have taken a step forward to join the Toastmaster journey again. Thank you.
great, great, great. And also from where you got to know about GTC, Globetrotters Club.
uh, I think I don't remember exactly. I think Krishnan told me about it.
Okay, okay,
Toastmaster Krishnan, yeah.
okay. So warm welcome, Rosalina. So
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy the meeting. So so without further delay, like I think we don't have any other guest, or do we have like I don't think so. We have any other guest. So without further delay, I would like to hand over the podium from the real president officer to the real presiding officer, who is the president of our club, who is going to play the TMOD of the day, just to tell about her. Like she is a proud mother of and super energetic girl. She's an IT profession. An IT professional, and also she's the president of the Globetrotters Toastmasters Club. So a huge round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day, TM Shushmita. So over to you, Madam Toastmaster of the day.
Let's the applause continue for our opening presiding officer, very enthusiastic Toastmaster Devanjana. Thank you for such warm welcome. Before we move on to our today's Toastmaster meeting, from public speaking to something else, I would like to know how many of you have fear of maths and how many of you love it? Raise your hand if you love it. And you can show thumbs down if you hate it. Mixed. That's what happened. Maths is kind of love-hate thing. My cousin sister, she studies in 8th standard. Her name is Rani. She hates math like Kamal. Immediately Kamal showed like this. She will be like, oh my God, no math at all. And my uncle will be like, whenever I'll be visiting my paternal house, my uncle will tell, please teach little bit of maths to your sister. As I was always good in math, that's what my parents and my relatives think. And I really love maths. And I don't understand why people are scared of maths. I never tried to understand that. And as I grew up, when I was teaching one day to my sister Rani, I softly asked her, hey, Sisi, why do you run away from maths? What is there? Do you know what she replied? She told, why is it important, this math things? Where I am going to use it? I guess whoever showed this have similar kind of mindset, like where we are going to use it. Now, it's time for the people, whoever raise thumbs up to tell why we should learn maths, why math matters. Anyone? Yeah, I am here today. Yes, I can see Toastmaster Priyam Agarwal. Yeah, Priyam, please.
I think math is a way to look at the world, just like English is a way to communicate. Math is also one frame of, it's like a lens that we can look at the world at. No matter what you look at, the even in design, when you talk about design or beauty, there's a particular ratio, the golden ratio that we follow when something is beautiful. So math is everywhere in life. And I feel without math, life is boring. So that is why everyone should learn math, because math is everywhere.
True. Thank you, Toastmaster Priyam. Before I move on, I just want to request one small thing. If possible, please come on video. Let's make this session fun and interactive. And I can see Toastmaster Madhusudhan has raised his hand. Please, Toastmaster Madhusudhan, please tell.
Madam, everything on earth depends on numbers. The moment you are born, date of birth, your age, everything depends on numbers, and it improves our analytical thinking and creative methods. That is why we should learn.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely agree, sir. Absolutely agree. And similar thing, I actually answered to my little sister. Take that example of algebra. Every time you decide how much money you should invest to create a certain corpus for your future, or how to prepare a different size in a plate, like we tell cooking is important, and parallelly it is important to decorate it. So you need to know those things. Think about geometry, different shapes and sizes, their area, their volume. And that is again another lesson. Like you are going to fit a TV on your wall. Now you can see my essay is not aligned properly, though I loved maths. That's a different thing. So these sizes are very important. And like every time when you come on stage, you will get one evaluation for sure. Your camera was not aligned properly. So to align that properly in Toastmaster meeting, please learn little bit of geometry, how to align your camera and position it properly so that we can get your complete view. Though my view is not that big enough today. And think about probability. It is very tough. But whenever we are going to make some choices, we need to make some decisions. We need to think about this probability. All of these are just part of math things which we use in our daily life. Now, before we speak more about how math matters, let's come back to this Toastmaster meeting. Now I am going to explain how does a Toastmaster meeting happens. Every Toastmaster meeting is divided in 3 segments. The first part is prepared speech. Here, members prepare their speech in advance, get it mentored and delivered on this platform. The second part is beautiful like maths. You don't know what's going to come. The impromptu session, where everyone, including the guest, also can participate. The table topic section that we call in Toastmaster. And third, the most important, I guess that's the reason of hating maths. That's why you you can try maths, but one answer, it will come correct or incorrect kind of thing. But my dear friends and guests, here, as we told in Toastmaster, we don't judge you. We evaluate you. The third section, the most important session, is evaluation session, where we will learn where we can improve ourselves more and more, as sky is the limit. There is always scope of improvement. Now, let's move on a little bit. Now it's time to introduce someone who is working as a management consulting associate in healthcare domain, who loves to play musical keyboard and enjoy discovering new places. That's why she is here, Globetrotters Toastmasters Club. She strongly believes that the combination of hobbies and professional aspirations can lead to a more fulfilling life. Let's welcome our today's general evaluator, Madam BP Education Toastmaster Debanjana on e-podium. Please, Toastmaster Debanjana, the e-podium is all yours.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. So keep the round of applause going on for such an amazing Toastmaster of the Day, Team Shushmita. So I know it's a kind of funny that we're like kind of transferring the baton to each other, but yeah. So without further delay, so I would like to outline exactly what are the responsibilities of the general evaluator is. So the general as a general evaluator, I'm going to evaluate all the role players, starting from the president, from the SAR to the presiding officer to the TMOD, and all the prepared speech and the table topic speakers, and definitely the ending of how it goes on. So as a general evaluator, I'm going to give you very crisp and structured yet motivating feedback on how what you did good and where you can explore more to become a better version of yourself. So I will as the general as the evaluation section is such a humongous and a difficult job to do, I can't do it alone, so I have an entire team who will help me. So let's welcome the army, so that is the tag team players. The first is the timer of the meeting. Please, TM Janendra, come to the podium and introduce your and please give your introduction about your role. So, TM Janendra.
Go. Thanks, team. Thanks, Madam Evaluator. Good morning, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. So I am playing the role of timer today in the 86th Globetrotters meeting. So as the timer, my duty is to time the prepared speeches, table topics, and as well as evaluations. For prepared speech, the time allotted varies as per the project. For icebreaker, it is 4 to 6 minutes. While for the other speeches, other prepared speeches, it is 5 to 7 minutes. For table topic, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. And for evaluation, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. So all the speakers need to meet the specified time limit to qualify for the awards at the end of the presentation, at the end of the meeting. And I will display the timer cards, precisely the green card after 5 minutes, as there is no icebreaker speech today. So after green card after 5 minutes, yellow card after 6 minutes, and red card after 7 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds. And for similarly for table topics and evaluations. So I request all of them to abide by this time limit, and anyone who is taking beyond 30 seconds grace time will not be qualified for the awards at the end of the meeting. So that's my role, and all the best to all the speakers today.
Okay. Thank you,
Over
TM
to you, madam.
Janendra. Yeah, thank you, TM Janendra, for explaining your role so elegantly. So next is our counter of the day, TM Madhurima. So if you could come to the podium and explain your role.
Hello, thank you. Good morning, General Evaluators, fellow Toastmaster and guests. I'm the accounter of the day. As the accounter, I will note words and sounds that are used as crunch or filters by the speakers. During the meeting, I will listen to the crunch words such as, and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for the filter sounds such as er. I will note words and sounds that are used as crunch or filters by the speakers. During the meeting, I will also listen for the filter sounds such as
I think we lost her. Like, I'm not able to
I
hear.
guess so.
Uh, is TM Madhurima here?
Yes, Madhurima is here. She is facing some issues.
hello,
Yes, Madhurima. You can go
hello,
ahead.
I'm audible.
Yes, 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 you're audible.
Okay. I will note when a speaker repeats a phrase that is not needed and of long or short pauses. I will give my report when called for by the general liberators. Thank you and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhurima, for explaining your role. So now it's the time to introduce to our last tag role player, who is the grammarian of the day, TM Madhusudhan. If you could come to the podium and explain your role, TM Madhusudhan.
Good morning, Toastmaster of the day, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. I am Madhusudan, grammarian for today's meeting. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers and observe their language usage. I will also take note of good sayings, quotes, and thoughts. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to introduce word of the day. The word of the day for today's meeting is number, which means a particular arithmetical value representing a word, symbol, or pressure and expressed by particular quantity and used in counting and making calculations. In sentence, it is used. Think of a number from 1 to 5 and multiply by 100. Every speaker is requested to use the word of the day, that is number, in their speeches, and request audience and members to show thumbs up or give round of applause when word of the day is used during the course of the meeting. I will give my report when called upon by general evaluator. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Tim Madhusudhan, for explaining your role. It would be great if you could type the word and its meaning over
Yes,
the
I
chat.
mention in the chat box for the benefit of all.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much for your explaining your role. So, as we have the speakers and the evaluators as well, but that we will explain it later. So that's the end from my side. So, over to you, Madam Toastmaster of the day, to move the meeting ahead.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, for beautifully explaining your and your team's role in today's meeting. Let's move on a little more. Now it's the time for prepared speech section. Before we will go ahead with prepared speech, I will like to invite our timer Toastmaster Jainendra to share the cards once.
Yes, sure.
Both the speakers, please check if you are able to see the cards properly, timer cards properly.
I think second evaluator is not available.
Yeah, second evaluator will join in 2 minutes.
Can you see my screen? Red card.
Jainendra, are you sharing the card?
Yeah, I've shared this. I've shared my screen, so you would be able to see the cards that I have displayed. No.
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 Okay, just let me just see.
If you are not able to share it, you can set it as background also. You have to quickly change the background in that case. You will need to raise your hand and you have to quickly keep changing those cards. Just try it once.
Are you able to see my
Yes.
screen, display screen?
Yes, I am able to see the cards. Now white card is on screen. Yellow. Green. And now read. Great. If anyone has problem with timer card, please raise your hand, and else we will move ahead. Now you can stop sharing. I guess everyone people are happy with the card sharing. Now let's move on. Now it's time for the prepared speeches. Before I call our first speaker of the day, I would like to invite his evaluator first. And his evaluator is none other than current president of Kolkata Youth Toastmaster Club, professionally an entrepreneur in women's fashion industry. His hobbies include reading and traveling. That's the small introduction he has shared to me. And the best part of him is he is Division H Evaluator Contest winners. Let's welcome Toastmaster Priyam Agarwal on stage to read out the purpose of the speech of our first speaker.
Can we please keep the applause going for the wonderful Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shushmita? The speaker for today, Toastmaster Mrinal Kanti Ghosh, has chosen the pathway visionary communication and is going to deliver his level 1 project 3 speech, the objective of which is to introduce vocal variety and body language in a speech. I wish him all the best for this speech. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyam, for clearly explaining the evaluation, the purpose of the speech. So, timer, do you know the timing of the speech?
Yes, yeah. So I will display the green card after 5 minutes, yellow card after 6 minutes, and red card after 7 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay, thank you. Now, it's time to call the speaker on stage. A very hardworking and brand ambassador of Globetrotters Toastmaster Club. Now is the area director of our division, Division H area director, but very humble, down to earth, available 24/7, literally. Please welcome our immediate past president, Toastmaster Mrinal Kanti on stage. Toastmaster Mrinal Kanti Ghosh, two facets of life. Two facets of life, Toastmaster Mrinal Kanti Ghosh.
Thank you so much. Good morning, all. Tell me, what is the value of 100 rupees note for livelihood? 100 rupees notes, what is the value? I hope you all understand it's nothing. That's the story of myself. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster, dear guest, and distinguished Toastmaster. Today, I'll share with you two facets of my life. In the year 1995, 7th May, I never forget that day in my life. We have celebrated Rabindra Jayanti on that day, the birthday of Rabindranath Tagore, a great poet, composer, playwright, what not. But trust me, what I did on that day, do you know that? I sold my old book for manage the livelihood for a few days. I literally cried a lot. My mother also cried a lot. I never forget that crappy day of my life. We faced a lot of challenges during my childhood, but that day I never forget in my life. My father was working in a small factory. 6 months open, 6 months close. So you all can correlate with yourself. If you are not getting the salary on time, what happened with you? And think about that if you are not received salary for 6 months in a year. So we livelihoods on salary of 6 months. We spent almost 15 years of my life, one room rented house. Initial phase of my life. That's a very challenging moment for my life. Friends, then that day only, I learned hardworking, and dedications, you can achieve anything. From one's childhood, I believe one thing: if you dream big, no one can stop you. You want to rewrite your story, no one can write your story on behalf of you. Friends, I can recall after completion of graduation, when I decide I'll go for higher study, MBA. You know what happened? My neighbors and some of friends are laughing at me. You are doing MBA. What you are saying? Do you know what is the cost of MBA? But trust me, friends, if you are on the right path, nobody can stop you. Trust me, friends. One wise man during my college just told me, Mrinal, one day we will conquer the world. One day I'll conquer the world. How? I don't have the answer during that time. Now coming to my second phase of my life. Started in the year 2005. First time I traveled outside West Bengal with full of dream, full of focus that this is the time to conquer my life. I completed MBA in the year 2007. And then I thought, oh, now I'll conquer the world. But trust me, friends, what happened? I thought during that day time, after completing MBA, I must have a good salary, a good package, and a handsome secretary. But trust me, friends, real world is so much different than the imaginary world. We can't imagine that. Initial phase of my life, I still remember I walked almost 10 kilometers a day with carry of 8 kg of bag with a heat of 42 degrees centigrade. What happened after 2 months? I got bedridden for 1 month. I thought, what I am doing with my life? I am totally failure in my life. But during that day, I read one book when I was bedridden, a catalyst book. This book suggests whatever you are doing in your life, try to catalyst, try to over excellence in your life. And that kept me alive, that whatever challenges I face, I'll never quit. I'll do my best. Next year, I received one of the best performer awards. As a result, I got selected. Around 2,000 people, 6 people are selected. And first time, at the age of 25, I traveled by flight. Some dreams come true at the age of 25. Fly high. I literally cried on that day also because of my success. First time I feel the success of small category. And then, second, I'm talking about next journey I'm starting in the next year. I got global recognition. With that, each and every year, almost career span of 15 years, I have always tried to learn and also achieve many things in my career. One thing I never forget that's awards from the global travel activity, many countries. I travel almost each and every corner of the country and also travel across 12 different countries across the world till my lifespan. Do you think I'll achieve my target? No. My dream is big. I want more. Friend, trust me one thing. If you are in the right path, nobody can stop you. It's you. You start with you, whatever you want to achieve in your life. If you decide, nobody can stop you. With that note, but thing is that why I am sharing all this story with all of you. Such a gentleman can achieve this kind of things. Think of yourself, what you all can achieve in your life. With that note, I just want you, everyone, please unmute yourself and say, please unmute yourself and say, I will conquer the world. I will conquer the world. Please unmute yourself and say, I will conquer the world. Back to you, Toastmaster.
I will conquer all the difficulties and willing to deliver a speech like you have delivered, Toastmaster Minal. Every time you come on the podium and you amazed us. Loved it. Loved it. Thank you. Please Unmute yourself and keep applauding Toastmaster Mina. Now it's time to move on. And it's time for our second speaker. Before I call our second speaker on stage, I would like to call his evaluator, very passionate Toastmaster. And whenever we have asked him to take any role in GTC, he has come and amazed us. Please welcome Toastmaster Ankan to read out the speech objective. Toastmaster Ankan, e-podium is all yours.
According to me, there is a similarity between life and a speech. A life is successful when it is having a purpose, and a speech is also valuable when it is having a purpose. And it has been immense pleasure that the speaker to today in his journey of the pathway leadership development, delivering uh, level 1, project 2, writing a speech with a purpose. So here, the objective of the project is speaker has to learn how to write speech with a purpose, and then after writing a speech with a purpose, he has to deliver with any topic. Dear timer, please note that for this speech, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. So green at 5, yellow at 6, red at 7. With this, may the force be with the speaker, and over to you, Madam TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankan, for beautifully explaining the speech objective. Now, it's time to welcome the research scholar who is going to make our life easy by making public transit more accessible. He is a great learner, currently learning public speaking, obviously. Apart from that, he is learning how to swim. Great. He loves music, food, and roaming around marketplaces. And he had a love-hate relationship with maths. Let's welcome our second speaker, Toastmasters Kshitij Srivastav on stage. Toastmasters Kshitij Srivastav, I hate routine. I hate routine. Toastmasters Kshitij Srivastav.
Just before the timer starts, I just want to confirm that I'm audible just fine.
Yes, Kshitij,
Yes,
you are
Kshitij.
audible.
Yes, Toastmasters Kshitij. You are absolutely audible and visible.
Great. So I would like to start now. So thanks a lot and welcome everyone, my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, to this wonderful Sunday morning. I'm here to deliver my speech, and I would like to take you back in time to a night in the summer of 2010. I'm busy playing a video game, and I'm so ingrained into the video game that I do not even realize that it's already from midnight. It's 2 a.m. now, and I have school the next day at 8, which starts at 8. And it's just another day in my life, just taking decisions and doing whatever I want to. I wake up the next day at 7:25 finally, and my parents around me are not even up yet. So I wake them up also and get ready for the school and rush myself to the school to be in time. And that's how every day was for me back then. I reveled in taking decisions at whim and with whim and spontaneity. I loved this idea of deciding what to do as the time comes. So much so that I even flaunted this lifestyle of spontaneity and no preset schedule to my day amongst my friends. I would go, the dude, I can just do and wake up at any time, do whatever I want to, sleep, and my family is absolutely fine with it. A late Sunday brunch was often quite the norm for us. But what little did I realize that this interesting and exciting lifestyle was just had a hidden chaos related to it. As I grew up and more responsibilities mounted, this constant avalanche of decision making, deciding what to do next every single day, proved to be quite burdensome to me. This relentless cycle of taking decisions, deciding what to do next, planning my day seemed so tiring that it led to decision fatigue. I was not able to decide what to do next and even plan out very mundane tasks like getting out of bed, and I would be clueless what comes next. That is when I realized the power that routines provide to our lifestyle. How how contrary to my earlier belief that routines are boring and stifling and so confining, I began to realize the structure and the predictability that they bring to our life. With this simplicity and the structure, I was able to take back the controls of my life in my own hands. I started to realize the freedom that came along with building up new routines. To this, I'm also reminded by this great quote by John C. Maxwell. You cannot and never will change your life unless you change something that you do every single day. The secret of your success lies in your daily routine. And truer words of wisdom have never been said. So all of us might be wondering now that I've been going about how great routines are, but what are the actions items to building a new routine or to just trying to get into a routine? Well, to all our to all of us, I would like to point out some steps that we can take to get into the habit of building a routine. So the first step would be that we would want to start small. And by starting small, I would say start very small. Start so small that you don't even have to face this barrier or resistance of taking that step. For instance, I started my 5-6 gazillion step skincare routine with just wanting to wash my face twice a day with water with and nothing else. So I would just go there, stand up there, look in the mirror, wash my face, and then just be done with it. Same was the story with my workout routine, that just getting to the gym or going to a place where associated with working out and being there for 10-15 minutes, just if I did not feel like staying longer, I would not stay there, so that it does not feel burdensome. The next step would be not just mindlessly going about adding new tasks to your day, but trying to build up on the already existing habits and routine tasks that you do. For instance, if I if tomorrow I want to start building this habit of meditation, I can often chain it with another habit. For instance, brushing my teeth. I start my day, get out of the bed, brush my teeth, and sit in silence at the chair for 30 seconds, starting very small. And the next part, the most crucial step, is just be patient with yourself. Remember, my friends, the great pyramids of Egypt were built one stone at a time and took years to complete. In retrospect now, the excitement and the thrill of an unscripted life seems quite appealing, and indeed it was, but it often masks a quite heavy toll: mental and emotional exhaustion. Routines, on the other hand, provide a structure to your life. They also lead us to building more efficient, productive, and successful habits, leading us into living a more successful life. In this, and who knows, in the seemingly mundane rhythm of routines, we might find our own unique rhythm, our own unique melody, a melody that paves the way to greater achievement and success in our life. So let's just not dream of success. Let's routine our way to it. With that thought in mind, I would like to conclude my speech, and I would also request all of you to reevaluate your perspectives about routine in your life. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmasters Kshitij, for reminding us like how much we hated our childhood routine. We always hated it. But as we grew, we understood how important it is in our life. My fellow Toastmaster and dear guest, If you are still thinking how I am going to manage this Sunday morning Toastmaster meeting, just you need to have a proper routine and follow it. It will you can automatically come and attend these 2 hours of meeting, and every time you can learn something new. That's what we are doing here. Okay, before I move on, I would like to launch the poll for best speaker now only. Please vote for best speaker. Just a moment. And by the time people are voting, I can see Toastmaster Gauri. I have seen Toastmaster Gauri. If she is still there, can anyone tell? Okay, I cannot see now Toastmaster Gauri. Toastmaster Neelu Agarwal is there. Toastmaster Neelu Agarwal, please let us know your relationship with maths. Do you hate it or love it? And let us know why. Meantime, I will launch the poll.
A very good morning to one and all who are present over here. Sorry, ma'am, I couldn't get it. Please, could you repeat once again?
Yeah, hi Toastmaster Neelu. I was just struggling with my 2 devices. I just want to know, do you love maths or hate it? And the reason.
If I would go back to my childhood, then I would say that I used to hate maths. But when I was in class 11, suddenly I don't know what happened with me. And might be I got a very best tutor. So that is the reason I started loving maths. And now currently I am a teacher by profession and teaching maths to my students. So a girl who used to hate maths and now she's teaching maths to the students. So obviously I would say that yes, I have a good interest in maths. Thank you.
Thank you. And members, please vote for best speaker. I can see only 10 votes yet from 17 participants. I will count 10 and I will end the poll. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, thank you. One more vote and we have reached to a point where we can declare the best speaker. Yeah, thank you. Let's move on a little bit. As I was telling how math matters in our life, I explained whatever I told you today to my sister. People who have joined from starting know the story what I was talking about. My cousin sister used to hate maths like anything. Now, when I explained her how math matters in our daily life, she came up with another set of questions. Her next question was, it's all right, Didi. We can use algebra, probability, geometry in different aspects. I know how to use average, profit, and loss. Now tell me, what about trigonometry? That I feel very difficult. Anyone want to answer that? Why should we learn trigonometry or calculus? No one, I don't see. Let me tell you. Many of us go to gym and we keep running and training ourselves. Are you going to run behind outrun a tiger in a forest? That's why you are on treadmill? No, right? You keep lifting weights. Do you do that to lift a tree or something heavier? Do you practice because of that? No, right? You need to learn different aspects of math because it's kind of different exercises. Like we do different exercises for our body. Same thing for our mind. We need to exercise math. Different type of math exercises basically help you to train your brain for different types of thinking. Like our Toastmaster Madhusudan was telling, it will help you to think your analytical thinking, abstract thinking, critical thinking, etc., which end up having great impact on your life and on your skills and the actions you take and decisions you make. It's not going to be wrong statement if I tell math is the gym of your brain, right? Now it's time for the most exciting and fun session in a Toastmaster meeting. And I am not going to take that session. We have another Toastmaster who will be conducting the session. He is presently a national postdoc fellow at Jadavpur University. He is researching another research scholar on special welding technique called friction stir welding. He is also very enthusiastic about learning new things and jumps into conversation about science, finance, or economics. His hobbies include reading, listening to music, and oh my God, what next? Stock market research. Okay, please contact him for your investments. Please, let's welcome Toastmaster Konko on e-podium. Toastmaster Konko, please proceed with table topic session.
Thank you, TMOD Shushmita, ma'am. It is a very humble introduction, and thank you for that. And good morning to all the guests and fellow Toastmasters and the evaluators and the GE and their team on this Sunday morning. They are invested to make a better world here. So today's topic for the table, today's table topics are a bit stimulating since the theme is math matters. So we have formulated few slides where we use mathematics and few tricky terms to describe experiences or effects in my life or in our lives. To help you, we will provide a visual as well as some written hints about the topics, since in general sense, there is a fear as well as appreciation of maths in today's cohort. And so first of all, let me share my screen, and please let me know if it is visible. I guess my screen is visible now.
Yes.
Yeah. So today's theme is Math Matters, and I want volunteers to participate in this. So I'm not able to see the volunteers. So can you?
Yeah, I will help you out.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Priyam Agarwal.
Yeah. So there are topics based on days of the week. So what is your favorite day, Toastmaster Priyam Agarwal?
Saturday.
Nice. Moments of life are transcendental numbers. Now, transcendental numbers are irrational numbers that are infinitely non-repetitive digits after the decimal places, like pi, 3.1415, and the pattern never repeats itself. So the exact value of pi cannot be found. Do you think the analogy is correct? Moments of life are transcendental numbers?
Just like a Saturday, life is like a box of chocolates. Whenever you open a box of chocolates, you think you'll get the exact color, the exact flavor, the exact texture every time you open the box. But ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, that is rarely the case, because every Saturday, even if you go out to party at the same place, the vibe is different. The people are different. On some days, you really enjoy the music. And on other days, you feel dull and drained and would much rather be at your desk on a Monday morning. Such is life. Whenever you expect something some routine thing to happen to you on a day. Life takes you by storm and changes all your preconceived notions. You could be going tomorrow to your office and expect the same normal day. What if your boss comes in and tells you that he's given you a promotion? Or what if you go to Tuesday and expect the same team meeting and somebody has an argument with you and it spoils your day? Such is life. Life is not normal. And just like a transcendental number, where the numbers never repeat themselves, life's patterns do not repeat themselves. And we shouldn't expect them to either, because that is what makes life interesting and fun. Imagine if you, when you grow up and have children, and tell your children that this is the life I had. The number 3 was followed by 3s. Would your child enjoy your story? He would say that dad or mom, they keep repeating the same stories again and again. But what if you tell them stories about a 5, a 3, a 4, a 1? They would gladly want to listen to you the whole day. So in order to have a good Saturday with your children in future, enjoy different Saturdays of life today. Whether they're good or bad, in your opinion, life is a transcendental number, which is meant to be enjoyed nonetheless. Thank you, and over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you very much. It was very stimulating to listen to you, and I think it is very, very relevant to the topic. Let me move on to the next topic. I'm again sharing my screen.
Toastmaster Ankan raised his hand, I guess.
Yeah, so Toastmaster Ankan, what is your favorite day of the week? Except Saturday.
It's Friday because next 2 days no office.
Mathematics is the art and music of reasons. So we have 3 pictures from left. Gödel was one of the most significant logicians in history. M.C. Escher, a Dutch graphic artist who made mathematically inspired arts. And of course, J.S. Bach has been regarded one of the greatest orchestra composers in the history of Western music. Do you think are the fields related? Mathematics is the art and music of reasons.
Sorry, I can't take this topic. I didn't understand it. Sincere apologies.
Okay. So any other topic?
No, it's fine. I think I have taken my chance.
Okay. So any other who is willing to take this topic? Rosalina?
Hello?
Yes. Would you like to
Yeah,
attend?
sorry, not this topic. I would
Okay.
like to take some other topic, please.
Okay. Choose your day except Saturday and Friday.
Thursday.
Compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. The great Albert Einstein once said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Also, compounding good habits have improved well-being of people. What is your view? Compounding is the 8th wonder of the world.
Hi, everyone. It's a bit complicated topic, but I will I will give a go at it. Okay, so compounding is the 8th wonder of the world, and I totally agree with it. Because as for example, if we talk about habits, if we build our habit one step at a time, if we like putting a brick one over the time, we are able to build a monument out of it. For example, a small habit of taking a walk every day. Uh, if you do it a little step at a time, then probably in some days you are able to achieve your goal. And as I also selected Thursday as my favorite day, so in my earlier days I didn't used to do any exercise, but I on Thursday I fixed it that I'll start some exercise. And for every Thursday between 5 and 6, whether I'm at the office or whether I'm at home, I try to devote half an hour. I would like to take a brisk walk. Thank you. That's from my side.
Yeah, it is very relevant to the experience of application of compounding in your life. And I totally agree. It brings a monumental change in your lifestyle. And it is proven every time you practice it, but it is difficult to practice. So, moving on to the next topic. So we have
Toastmaster Kshitij and then
Yeah.
Toastmaster Madhusudan and Mrinal.
Yeah, Toastmaster Kshitij, with what is your option?
So I'd like to choose Sunday.
Okay. Time is a Mobius strip.
Can
The
you
Mobius
your
strip.
screen is not visible, so
Okay, sure. I will share the screen. 1 second. Yeah, it is visible now.
Yeah.
Time is a Mobius strip. A Mobius strip is a one-sided surface that is formed by making a paper strip with one half twist at any of the ends. Do you think time is a loop with a little twist at the end? Time is a Mobius strip.
Yeah, so with this with the topic that time is a Mobius strip and infinite in itself, I actually believe it, because and the little twist at the end. So I would like to just say that with an incident that every single day our days are essentially the same. If we remove the concept of days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, well, the 24 hours that we see, it's just a concept that we have. So it's all in continuation and infinite, like a movie strip. But the activities that we do, that we perform in a day, even if we do the same things again and again, they're bound to change. We are, if it's something that we want to excel at, develop a skill, over time we would get better, and that's where the twist comes in. That's how we change the activities that we perform on a day and throughout this infinite movie strip of time. Another thing that I think is that also changes not only our activities but our experiences of doing things as we go along, as we get along the time. So we also start to experience things. So with the very bitter experience of, well, some things might be quite exciting at first, but over time, if you do it again and again, they become quite mundane and boring. Whereas some things you start to get a better grasp of them and get better and start enjoying them more. I believe that this is the beauty of this Mobius strip that we call time. What do you think, the tabletop master, for today?
I totally agree with you. So doing everyday things would be pretty much mundane unless there is a twist. And even we attend the same classes today, the topic changes. And you walk the same path for the morning, every day you will spot something different. So that is the twist of time that we are all wrapped up in, and it is infinite. We cannot escape it. So, okay. So, are you able to see my screen now?
No, screen is not visible.
Okay, I will reshare the screen. Yeah. So, Madhusudan sir, what is your favorite topic, favorite day of the week?
Monday.
Chaos is the nature's fundamental order. Chaos theory in mathematics is the study of what appear to be random behavior in systems governed by equations and laws. Edward Lorenz discovered a circumstance called the butterfly effect, suggesting mere flapping of a butterfly wing can bring a cyclone. What are your thoughts on this topic? Chaos is the nature's fundamental order.
In day-to-day life, we do so many things. We as humans have choice when compared to non-living things and other animals. So we choose between good and bad. Sometimes it happens that our decisions may prove fatal and leading us to confusion and chaos. We all know we want to live a happy life in the sense absence of disease, absence of free of emotional, mental, social, and financial help and success in whatever you do. But attempts may be futile. So we have to take steps in such a way that there is no disturbance at all. I mean, chaos in our day-to-day life, and life is smooth sailing. Over to you, table topic master.
Yes, so I agree with this notion that there is everywhere chaotic situation in around us in our everyday life, and we take our decisions in a guided through some laws or some philosophies in our life, and that makes possible our life that we are leading. So definitely it is guided by some of the underlying laws, and still ultimately there is chaos in everything that we see or look around. So thank you for your wise words. I will again share my screen for the next topic. So Mrinal sir.
Yes. Which day is remaining?
I think Wednesday is remaining. Would you like?
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. Symmetry is beauty. In mathematics, meaning of symmetry defines that one shape is exactly like the other shape when it is moved, rotated, or flipped. Often, beauty is defined by symmetry of objects. What is your opinion? Symmetry is beauty.
Life is all about a number games. Our mindset also like that. We need to reset our mindset according to situations. It's like a symmetry is like a beauty. How you can do that? We have three kinds of mindset, I must tell you. One is dependent mindset. We always try to depend on another. We try to reshape ourselves, becoming independent. How independence matter mindset? Because your input and output both are dependent on you. You are the sole source of your own decisions. So that shaping is matters the most. It's a very beautiful. But I personally believe one kind of mindset, that is interdependent mindset. Why interdependent mindset? Is all about our collaborations in our life. If you need to success or help others, you can do wonders. Nobody can stop you. So that's why I believe whatever shape in your mindset, like a numbers, try to be help others, becoming better version of yourself, and try to others for their journey. What do you think, table talking masters?
Definitely. Your words are very much relevant to life and related to mathematics. And yeah, this is the concluding part of our session, and I know the topics are a bit stimulating to the mind, and thanks again for participating and speaking your minds out over here. And over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Shushmita ma'am. Thank you.
Can you have a big round of applause for Toastmaster Conca? Wonderful topics. Life is like that only. You don't always get what you think. You don't know from where chaos might come in your life. So you need to get rid out of it based on your thinking ability and everything. Now, you might be thinking, in a public speaking session, why are we talking about maths matter? How it's going to help in our Toastmaster journey? Now, tell me, how many of you, we have lots of new members this term. How many of you know the renewal term for a Toastmaster? Do you know the renewal month for Toastmaster? Okay, let me tell you, we renew it twice. In the month of March, for March, April, May, June, July, April, May, June, July, August, September. And again, we renew it at September for October, November, December, January, February, March. So twice we do. And do you know what's the renewal fee? Whoever has joined for the first time? The current renewal fee of Toastmaster is $45. I would request you to take a pen and paper to practice little maths. And there is a disclaimer from Toastmaster. Don't get shocked or surprised that from Toastmaster, we got to know for our upcoming term from September to March term, the renewal fee is going to increase by $15. So it is going to be $60 from $45. I know in dollars, it will be only 15, but when you convert it to rupee, it will look little extra. Now, please, I will request you to write 3 months, July, August, and September. And so, one more fact is there. If you renew for the term September to March by July 31st, it will be only $45 only. But if you renew it from 1st August for the same term, you have to pay $15 extra. So my fellow Toastmaster, my request, please renew it by July as soon as possible. And whoever has joined guest for new members, it is going to be increased. As we all know, new membership fee of Toastmaster is $20 addition with our regular renewal fee. So who is going to join in the month of July? They will have to pay $20 as new membership plus 7.5 multiplied by 9 months, July, August, September, and 6 months of the renewal term. So when we calculate it, I will give the task to you. Please calculate for 9 months, 7.5 into 9 plus $20. And if you are going to join it September or October, if you're going to join Toastmaster from September, it will become $20 plus $7.5 multiplied by 6, because for 6 months is currently 45, so it comes to $7.5 for 6 months. From August, it will be $60, so $10 per month. So after all the calculation, I'm not going to confuse you more. So for new members, if you join from July, it will be totally $87.5. But if you join it from September or October, it will become $80. So only $7.5 extra, and you are getting 3 extra months to practice your public speakings. Now you understand why math matters. So in Toastmaster is also going to help us. Now let's move on to our next section. Before we know little more about how math is going to help us in our Toastmaster journey, let's move on to our evaluation section. I would like to hand over the stage to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Debanjana. Toastmaster Debanjana.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the day, for giving me the podium back. So I can't keep so much quiet because I was really silent the whole meeting and was noticing everyone, how they're performing and everything. But yeah, it's the time for the report card for giving you by showing you where you stand and where you can improve better. So for that, I would like to call the first evaluator. I think the first evaluator is Team Priyam, but I think Team Ankan told me to give him the first. So I would like to call Team Ankan to present his report. Over to you, Team Ankan.
Your future will be defined by the daily routine you are following. And Toastmaster Khitish, through your speech, I hate routines. It was amazing to see how beautifully you have described the importance of following routine in our life. And first thing I liked about your speech is being aligned with the project objective. Your project objective was to write a speech with a purpose, and wonderfully written speech with a purpose, where first you have said about the life when you didn't have a routine, then you move toward having a routine in your life which helped you to improve your life. I personally believe there cannot be a better purpose than following a routine and inculcating the same in your speech. So brilliantly done. The second thing I like in a speech, a very important thing is the how part. Yes, following routine is very important, but you have mentioned it beautifully by saying the steps, like starting small, just washing the face or have a little bit exercise in the gym. So the how part made the speech wonderful. Now I'm coming to a little bit of things which I believe would make your speech is just like a legendary one. So the first thing in a speech, I believe, I always try to follow a STAR framework: situation, task, action, result. And your speech was absolutely that, but only I thought, what about a little bit of result part? Like you said, before maintaining a habit, you slept only 5 hours a day, which was not acceptable at all. So like this, after following a routine, although you said your life improved, how some specific examples like my sleep cycle have improved, my improved food habit actually eradicated my indigestion part. So a little bit of more result oriented. And finally, what I feel throughout your speech, your body language was excellent, but you are aligned a little bit of left part of your screen. So as a result, it was looking, sometime it would have been better if you come to the center. So to conclude, please continue to be aligned with your speech purpose. And at the same point of time, if you bring some result and more use of the screen, that would have been better. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankan, for giving such a wonderful evaluation report. So I must say, I was feeling like I was only hearing a speech from you only, like the way you were giving the evaluation to TM Kshitij.
So first coming to, so I don't have any recommendation as such for you, but I have some pointers for Kshitij that I would like to mention. Firstly, congratulations Kshitij for completing your speech. And I really admire the way you have come out of your comfort zone and you told me now I will deliver the speech. So it was really like a good attempt that you always take the responsibility. The second thing which I always like in your speech, there was a subtle smile like throughout the entire speech, which was giving a very warmth feeling like, yeah, you were enjoying to deliver the speech, which I really liked. This second factor, which kind of lighten up the whole meeting. Well, the one recommendation that I have for you is that to I know you have included a story of yours, but I would like to connect it with the audience. And how you can do it is that you can engage with the audience with a question. So the first 3 to 4 seconds only is your place, like where you can grab all the attention of the audience. So there you can just ask a question, engage the audience, and you can also do it using your voice modulation, which I felt like it was kind of lacking at some places. But yeah, this is something where you can definitely work on and you can become a very evolved Toastmaster in that. So yeah, so good job, Kshitij, and good work on the evaluation report to Team Ankan. So moving forward to the next evaluator, who is Team Priyam. So if you can come and give the evaluation for Team Mrinal. Over to you, Team Priyam.
I will conquer the world. Well, Toastmaster Mrinal, I don't know if you can do that. But today, by virtue of that excellent speech, you've certainly conquered the hearts of everybody in today's meeting room. Just like there are two facets of life, my evaluation speech will also have two facets. On one hand, I'll tell you about what you did really well. And on the other hand, I'll tell you what you can slightly improve upon. What I loved about your speech is your story. The way you began, your heartbreaking story about the challenges that you faced throughout your life and how you never gave up, hooked the audience from the beginning to the end. Your passionate account kept us going. The second thing that I really enjoyed is your audience engagement. Whether it was the 100 rupee note you showed at the beginning of your speech, the flight gesture that you showed towards the middle, and how towards the end you asked everybody to unmute themselves and declare that I will conquer the world. You kept the audience engaged throughout. The third and most important thing that I really enjoyed about your speech was the message that in spite of whatever life throws at you, in spite of the daily challenges and struggles, people must keep going. They must keep challenging themselves and move forward. I think that is one takeaway that the audience will take from today's speech of yours, and your speech will remain memorable. Now, moving on to the second facet, your camera alignment. You could be seen moving the camera back and forth multiple times. That could end up distracting the audience from the speech, only if you could avoid doing that. The second recommendation that I have for you is give justice to the speech title. Although your speech title was more or less clear, you didn't establish it with few points towards the end. That could have made your speech much more memorable. The third and most important recommendation I have for you is that you aced it in your body language, but only if you could work a little bit on your vocal variety. Add a few characters maybe which have a deep, rough voice when you speak about the challenges and how you overcame them with a smug smile on your face. That vocal variety could have added a touch of magic to your speech. And finally, Toastmaster Mrinal, if only you combine your passion with a little bit of planning, you, my friend, will conquer the world, just as you have conquered all the challenges of your life. Thank you so much for your speech. And over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Team Priyam. So I must say the way you have elaborated your evaluation was really amazing and kudos to you. And the most important thing that I really liked about your evaluation is that you were relating to your audience, to your speaker, because his topic was two facets of life. And you also started with two facets of your evaluation, which I really liked it. So amazing job on that. So coming back to Team Rinal, so firstly, it was really an amazing speech, and I have loved that when you told that you just laughed at yourself and you grill, and you said like that how your neighbors used to grill you, like, and used to say on your incompetencies that you won't be able to get that into the MBA and everything. So I really loved that moment. And also, like, I love the body gesture that you had, like, on the crown part, like you were showing to the crown that, and you were showing that yes, I can conquer the world, which was really a great moment. Like, it also engaged the audience, which I really felt, because I felt engaging at that time. And I love the fact where you told about the motivating lines at the end, that I will conquer the world, and you were telling to the audience, come and say that loudly, which is really amazing, which grabbed the audience attention and have always take their attention to your speech. Well, like what team Priyam was saying, that only I would like to highlight that, yeah, the camera, you were coming close to the camera and were moving a bit, which was kind of distracting, but yeah, it was not much, and you can work on that. And can other than that, it was an amazing speech and an amazing evaluation report by Priyam as well. So thank you, and we can go ahead with the next section, which is the table topics evaluation. So fine. So I think the first evaluation was of Team Priyam only.
Madam General Evaluator.
The topic that you got is that every day is not same as, like the way you have elaborated, like that every on the transcendental numbers, that every day is not same. Like, it was really great that, because you have
Sorry
related it,
for
because
interrupting.
it's true that sometimes some days are not so good. There are upheavals, there are down time, there are very good times, and every day is not the same. And the best part which I liked about that, it was kind of complicated topic, but still you were like able to see it from the first second only. Like, you were so confident about the topic and were speaking on that, so which I really liked that. So coming to the next speaker, I think the next speaker
Madam
is for
General Evaluator, I just
Rosalina.
want to interrupt you for a moment.
Yeah, so she's a
Yeah.
guest today. So, but
Devanjana,
and the
Sushmita
best
is
thing is
trying
that
to
she
say
come
you.
out of the comfort zone, and you took a stab on that compounding. Like, I knew like it was kind of intimidating first, like what to say on that topic, but still you told it so gracefully, and have also highlighted that how compounding can help you to make a monument out of the days. Like, yeah, so that was really a good one, but good attempt on that. So the next is for the team Kshitij. So team Kshitij was like, it was kind of off topic, which I didn't understand first, but the way Kshitij explained me, I got to understand exactly how to decipher that and how to comprehend to the audience. So good job, Kshitij, on explaining and sticking to the topic. So the next speaker is Team Madhusudhan. I think, yes, Team Madhusudhan, the
Devanjana,
cues of life.
Devan,
You explained
sorry to
well.
interrupt.
Initially you were not explaining it like in the proper topic, you were not giving the proper topic, but am I audible? Hello?
Yes, Devanjana, you are audible. Team Susmita want to share the screen for a moment for the best evaluator. So she tried to connect with you. You are audible?
I didn't hear you, Mrinal.
I'm
Team
audible
Mrinal,
now?
what exactly did you say?
Yes.
I guess Devanjana is not able to hear others. That's the problem. Actually, Devanjana, I wanted to share the table topic and evaluators poll. Okay, you can continue. We will share at the end.
Okay, fine. So I will just continue, because I have only two speakers left for the table topic section. The TM Madhusudhan, like, first I think like you were kind of going off the topic, but later you just pulled it off. And I really liked how you just pulled the topic and have explained it like on the cues and the attempts that we should give for all this, in every sphere of our life. So that was really a good job. And finally, TM Rinal, like, I have always like admired you, the way you always take the impromptu topics, and this was like kind of amazing, like the way you told that how symmetric is beauty, and how to help others in that, like in the unsymmetrical world. So great job on that as well. So I think like I have covered all the table topic speakers. Like Team Shishmita, do you want to share the poll, or like should I go on with the next?
No, you can go on. I will share at the end.
Okay, so now coming back to our tag team players, like I would like the timer Team Janendra to come and present his report. Over to you, Team Janendra.
Thank you, Madam Evaluator. I would like to share my screen. So all of the in the prepared speech section, all of the team members, as in Mrinalda and Kshitij, were in time. Mrinal took 6 minutes 45 seconds. Kshitij took 6 minutes and 37 seconds. So they were well within the time limit. Again, in table topics section, the first speaker, Priyam, he took 1 minute and 58 seconds. So he was also within time. Rizalina took 1 minute 29 seconds. Kshitij took 1 minute 46 seconds. Madhusudan took 1 minute 15 seconds. Mrinalda took 1 minute 26 seconds. So all of the table topic speeches were well within the time, and they all qualify for the awards. And the third, the evaluation section, TM Priyam Agrawal took 2 minutes 39 seconds, and TM Ankan took 3 minutes 27 seconds, just 3 seconds, before he was to be disqualified. So again, all the team members were in well within the time. So all of them are poised to qualify. That is my report, and I will share the report in the chat if it is required. That's all from my side. Over to you, Madam Evaluator.
Thank you, TM Janendra. So, like, I really like to report, but a quick feedback that I would like to give you in the entire meeting, that you could have shown your timer cards at the beginning while I was introducing you. So at that time only you can share which time you're going to show which timer card. And also I felt there was a flag in the demonstration of the timer card, like in the first speech you're showing the red card before showing the green card, so it was kind of confusing for the speaker as well, like to understand which timer card was being shown. So other than that, it was a great report. Thank you, Team Janendra. So moving on to the next tag team player, which is the team our counter, Team Madhurima, if you could come to the podium and share your report.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Team Kanka used our word so many times, hum words 4 times, and so used 2 times. Guest Rosalina, words used many times, hum words used 2 times, and TM Sritij used our words 2 times, and the rest of the members are doing very well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, TM Madhurima, like for giving us the report. So a quick feedback that I would like to give it to you, that please try to turn your video on while explaining your role and also sharing the report so that you can engage the audience. So please next time forward, you can just make sure that you are turning on your video on, and also like you can just, whenever there is more than 3 times, you can just tell that multiple times. Don't need to say this much of times there is R and O counters. So other than that, it was a great one. The next we can go on to the Team Madhusudhan for the grammarian report. Team Madhusudhan, if you could explain. Share your report, please.
Hello, everyone. Coming to sayings, good quotes. Speaker Toastmaster Minal, Speaker 1. With dedication and hard work, you can achieve anything. And I will conquer the world. And coming to Speaker 2, Kshitij Srivatsava. Mundane tasks. Words like mundane tasks and beautiful quote, secret of success lies in your daily routine. And coming to the word of the day during the course of the meeting, it was used by Toastmaster Priyam Agarwal twice, and coming to table topic session, it was used by Mrinal Kanti Ghosh once. That's all. Over to you.
Thank you, Team Madhusudhan, for giving us the report. So it was a great report from your end. Just a small recommendation that I would like to add is that you can have in your background, you can just give us the grammarian report, like the grammarian grammar card, so that everyone can see, even if they're not able to follow up in the chat, because sometimes if anyone is getting dropped off from the Zoom, then when they're rejoining, they're not able to see in the chat box. So you can just show it to your background, the grammar card, from the next time onwards. Other than that, it was a great attempt from your end. So thank you. And moving forward now, like on the overall meeting, that I would like to explain how it was. So I felt that the SAR was really amazing. Like he explained and he was energetic and he explained all the ground rules. So the presiding officer for today was I was only the presiding officer, so I am just going to skip up this evaluation for today. So the Toastmaster of the day. So it was such an energetic and amazing to introduction, and also like the way you were pulling up people and gathering and engaging questions to everyone. So it was such an amazing, and it lightened up the entire meeting. So amazing attempt from your end, and I would really like to congratulate the way you have got the theme and also trying to relate. And the best part which I really liked is that when you told about the Toastmasters renewal, like we have to do it with the $45, and so somehow you just kind of related with the Toastmasters thing, the math thing, so which was really amazing. So coming to the table topics master, team Conco. Oh my God, Conco, like I'm just seeing you, like when you have given such a amazing and great presentation. Like I really didn't imagine that you will be able to give such a amazing table topics. And I think this is one of the best table topics that I have witnessed so far in my GTM, in my GTC Toastmasters till now. So I really like the way you have gathered all the topics, because I know it have taken a lot of time to brainstorm and come up with the topics, and the way you have created a deck and presented it. So it was a great job from you. Just a quick and a small recommendation I would try to suggest you is that, like I felt somewhere like the topics were kind of confusing, and because there were a lot of texts involved, and I always am a firm believer that less is more. Don't try to add so much text. You can add a visual, and so that people can comprehend, or just give a simple topic. You can explain it, but don't try to give so much of text. Otherwise, it is kind of difficult to comprehend for the audience as well. So other than that, I was really impressed by the way you have pulled off the topics and was explaining the topics. So amazing job from your end. So I think like we are kind of like I've kind of covered all the role players. So I think we can go on, and can Madam Toastmaster of the day, you can just come up and can take the stage. Over to you, Team Shushmita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Debanjana, Madam General Evaluator, for your wonderful evaluation. And we all will try to compound the interest. We will try to implement all those whatever you have told. Now, again, coming to math matters. Before we come to math matters, I will like to tell you something. In GTC, we always encourage people to do something else apart from this public speaking and all. That is, we went for outing, and again, we are planning for our next outing that will be disclosed in our family group. If anyone else is interested in joining GTC outing, please let us know that we'll be releasing flyers and everything. And one more thing, we encourage people to do more, so that we have today, apart from regular Toastmaster section, we have a small fun segment which will be done by our very energetic secretary, none other than Toastmaster Pooja. Toastmaster Pooja Mohata, please come
I
on
think
stage.
it's better you can share the voting rights also, because member is decreasing. Is better right now.
Yes. Please take some photos. I wanted
Please
to tell
allow
out
me
that
to
also.
share my screen, Smita.
Yeah, please first everyone, please come on screen and we will take some good photos. I hope Toastmaster Mrinal is taking the snaps. Everyone, please, with a broader smile, say cheese. Here, you don't have to tuck your tummy in. You just have to say cheese. I guess we are done. Yeah, Toastmaster Pooja, please.
Vote for the best evaluator. I think we should share now our table topic.
Okay, by the time Toastmaster Pooja is trying to share her screen, I will raise the polls.
I can't able to share my screen.
Wait, Pooja, I will first raise the poll. You won't be able to vote. And I am revoking access for everyone. Just a moment, I will take the votings. Please vote. Done. Now for base primary role players. Please vote. There is very hard. Anyone is left out? Oh no. Yeah, it's done. Base secondary role player. Done. Now for base table topic speaker. Yeah, I got the results. I'm ending the poll. Now I'm making Toastmaster Pooja co-host. Please share your screen, Pooja.
Can anyone see?
Yes.
Yeah. So everyone, this is the first time. Hope everyone will like it. So everyone watches the things and ads and all the things. So you have to guess what it is about. Just a moment.
Pooja, I guess you need to make slideshow because your answers are visible.
Yes.
Yes,
Cadbury.
now perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Just a minute. Sorry. Yeah, सबकी दिख जा रहा है. So just a minute.
से स्टार्ट करोगे.
So just small request from my end. I urge you everyone, try to renew your membership before 31st July so you can save $15 from your pockets and you can spend on any other things. So that's a small request from my side. The members try to renew before 31st July.
And another, I have got to know, like Mrinal will be treating people renewing by 31st of July. So please renew by 31st July. He is going to treat us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Pooja, we can see your screen. Okay. I knew this, but not coming on my mind.
Is it bingo?
Yeah, bingo.
Bingo. Product from ITC. You just enter.
Pooja, you
Just
can,
enter.
yeah, just enter. Press enter.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Polo.
Polo.
Yes.
Yes.
Good always.
Amul.
Amul.
The taste of India.
Yes.
Mrinal is very fast. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja. It was really
thank you.
fun. But Mrinal, from next time onwards, we'll make sure you are telling at the end. Yes, others will not get the chance. It was over immediately. Okay. Now we
Sorry
just
for
one moment. I am so sorry. Now, the best part of we have reached to the best part of the session. So today there won't be any handing over from TMOD to closing presiding officer, as I am the same. I'll be declaring the result, and now your task is to guess. I'll be sharing the results on screen, please. Best for best speaker, any guess? Keep guessing. By the time I'll be sharing the result.
TM Rinal. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, best evaluator. Toastmaster Priyam. Thank you. Please keep applauding. We have to applaud to encourage people. And best primary role player, please guess. I had to wait for the last person to vote. Please. Please keep guessing, keep guessing. I'm not able to share this one. Why? I don't know. Plus, congratulations to Toastmaster Kanko, best primary role player, our table topic master, and best secondary role player. And again, GTC, it's a trend. Lots of time it's happened. It's a tie between our timer, Toastmaster Jainendra, and our grammarian, Toastmaster Madhusudan. And Toastmaster and best table topic speaker. Any guesses?
Toastmaster Prem.
Toastmaster Priyam. I don't know, people, if you have seen in division contest, it was really great, Toastmaster Priyam. So it's wonderful to watch him delivering anything, prepare speech to table topic to evaluation. Everywhere he was the podium finisher in our division level. Okay, thank you. And thank you, Toastmaster Priyam, for coming. And I guess I have declared all the segments results today. Congratulations to all the winner. And at the end, we all are winner, and we have to compound our learning like interest. And I will really like to thank Toastmaster Priyam for coming and taking up roles. And Toastmaster Priyam, I would request to share a couple of feedbacks for Globetrotters Toastmaster Club meeting.
Firstly, thank you so much, Toastmaster Shushmita, for the kind words. It's really encouraging to hear words from senior Toastmasters like you. Also, thank you so much for calling me. It's always this is my first time at Globetrotters, and the kind of warmth that you have shown to me is like really, really endearing. And I would love to come back here for your future meetings as well. And there's no feedback because I really enjoyed your meetings, and I hope to be here again very soon.
Thank you so much. I don't see any guest, and I would like to hear a couple of words from our area director, Toastmaster Mrinal, and then we will close the meeting.
Thank you so much. So I first congratulate to all the winners for today's, and I must appreciate both the evaluator, Toastmaster Priyam, and also Toastmaster Ankan is not there. I try to pass on the message to Ankan also. I love about the meeting. I think you peoples are newly executive committee formed in this month onwards, and you people took a greater height. So that's I like the most. I can see there's a lot of commitment, each and every executive members and also club members. So that will definitely create a benchmark for the other clubs also. So that's all from my side. Keep it up the good work. And I know the GTC will rock in this financial year as well. Back to you, President Madam.
Thank you. Before I end, I just have a couple of words with math matters. I just want to tell you, you can plan. We have our Triple Crown winner, Toastmaster Mrinal here. You just need to plan it. Use your maths logics. You have 6 months. You just need to complete 3 levels. 1 level for 2 months. Then you can also be a winner of Triple Crown. So everywhere math matters. So utilize it carefully. You can utilize from your day-to-day life to your Toastmaster meeting also. With that note, I end up this meeting officially. And now the floor, Toastmaster Konko can stop recording, and then the floor is open for chit chat.